my god, here, look. Hello and welcome everyone to my stream that is now only starting very casually. And I was also actually waiting for the stream elements to not be stupid. And instead I just appeared on the screen. Ah, silly me. No matter how far I go, I will always fuck it up. Oh wait, you're not supposed to curse in the, what is it, first 7 seconds of a YouTube thing or something? Or how many seconds? Ah, whatever, I'll just cut it out. Is there a law reason that I'm shaved? I don't know. Is there a reason? The only reason I'm shaved is because I kind of felt like it, but also I had a self-tape the other day that was kind of like, oh, you're supposed to be, what was it? I was supposed to be tidy looking. And I thought, maybe I'll just shave for a change. A tidy looking me. I am mourning the end of Black Myth Wukong. Maybe I'll just keep playing it. I can always do New Game Plus or something. I haven't quite decided what to do yet. What should I do? Y'all? Should I? I mean, no. I should do what I want to do. Because that's what this is about also, right? But also, I mean, I guess it is what I want to do. But also what, like, people like to see. It's a bit of both, isn't it? I mean, it's kind of like with art. Like, art is great if you do it for yourself. But if no one's watching, then is it really art? Or is it just you having a good time? Which is also fine, right? And but with streaming, it's also like it's completely fine to just play a game, talk to yourself, and put like video it and put it online. But also, like, and as long as you're enjoying yourself, that's cool. But also, it's nice to do it kind of in a way where people. I'm rambling. Today I was doing a lot of procrastinating, and then I procrastinating, and then I also like found my way to a game I used to play, which is basically. Hold on, who of you remembers this game? Who of you used to play this game? Oh wait, I realized I'm on the wrong screen. This is going really well today, isn't it? Let me... Hold on. I'm gonna put my little friends up here, and they can watch me for a moment play... Hold on, how did I do this last time? How did I do this? Here we go. Oh, yo, Poggy Pocket! Hello, and thank you so much for the gift subs. Very much appreciated. Oh, shit, where's my... Every time I start, I'm like, oh, where's my fan? I don't prepare for things in life. I just wing it. And that's just who I am. When I tell people that I do art, they're always like, oh, you should do that as a job. And I'm like, no, because I only find art enjoyable when I'm just doing it for myself. If I'm being forced to make art, I'm going to hate it. Yeah, that's a good point. But then it's also like, not saying you have to do it for a job, but somebody looks at it, right? Somebody, yeah, you can just look at it yourself, but I'm sure there's at least one other person who looks at it, right? There's if you made something nice, I think there's an innate desire for us to then go like, hey, look at this thing I've made. Isn't that cool? Or something, you know? And that, I think that's an integral part of art. Otherwise, you know, it is another 200 gift subs to my, oh my god, Poggy Pocket, you're so kind. Thank you so much for all the gift subs. That is crazy. I can't, that is so kind of you. Thank you. And I'm sure all the people who are getting gift subs from you very much appreciate not having to watch the ads. The ads that still do give me a little bit of money. Not as much as the subs, but it does do something, you know? Which, yeah, see, for example, streaming. That's also I'm I'm not making so much money from streaming that I can be like, all right, I'm gonna just stop everything else that I'm doing and I'm just gonna stream. And so I'm doing this for fun. And I think that was also kind of, I was frozen there for a moment. That was kind of like the balance to strike, right? Like you want to do something that's fun, that's entertaining for other people. But on the other hand, there's also people who are kind of like, look, I'm going to go full on in this thing and do it like really professional. I'm going to make that my job. And that's also okay. I don't really know what I'm talking about. I'm just yapping. I'm just yapping. How are you all doing? As I was yapping, I didn't really look at chat. What's going on in chat? How y'all doing? Deadly Sawbear, LC, Al Colin, and Kitchen in the house, and Eminem, Noodle of that. Also, what is it? That's interesting. Sometimes, so is it before I'm online? Like in the very top of the chat, for some reason, LC and Noodle are not listed as mod, and then like. But no there, then suddenly it does say moderator around. I don't know. That's just OBS, is it? I don't know. Very confusing. And then Stream Elements said that I'm doing bloody Wukong again. Silly Stream Elements. Anyway, Marizian, what's going on? And Eminem and Poggy Pocket Balleroth. Philosophiel. Are you German, Philosophiel? Is... Aimless and Stu, what's up? Shadow Deep Prince, what's going up? Hydrate up. Hydrate. I want to hydrate. Where does this thing come from actually on Twitch that people like spend the points for the streamer to hydrate? Is it because streamers forget to hydrate? Is that thing people do? Because I don't. If anything, I hydrate too much. See, I'm thirsty again. Streamers are silly if they don't hydrate. Who else is there? Blop Leponge. And Shadow Deep Prince, you dived into New Game Plus for Wukong Stans. Yo, that's exciting. I'm debating in my head if I should do New Game Plus or if I should just pick up another game. Philosophy, we still on 2-3. We are indeed. Oh, and Black Myth Wukong is on sale apparently on Steam. Look at that, Pocky Pocket. Peachy PG, Mark and Chatters. You're looking good. Thank you. And I'm sure all of you too, even though I can't see you. But you're all looking good too. Emezai Ichiro in the chat. Who else we got? Just going down the chat. Balleroth. 3139. Perry, go away. I hope you won't. Twi Fairy, what's going on? Twi Fairy posting all these beautiful songs. Yo, you have got such a beautiful... How do you do your covers? Do you like produce the music yourself as well? Or is the music like taken from something else and you just add the singing? But it's really good. Really, really. Everybody check out Twi Fairy. Smarshall K. Yamiska. What's going up? You caught up with all my VODs. Oh my god. I'm honestly like so moved that people are still also every day looking at like my very first stream where, you know, like I think it's now got like 13,000 views or something like that, which is insane to me. Who are 13,000 people that they watch me? And where's the next 13,000? Keep going, keep it coming, and like and subscribe on the YouTube and whatnot. Who else is here? Oh, Sheol, what's going on? It's been a while. Welcome. Jime17, not too late. Nope. I was the one who was too earlier than I meant to because I just pressed the wrong button. What am I drinking today, Mr. Antenna? I'm drinking just orange squash, but with a big ice cube in there because it's rather warm, isn't it? People forget to take care of their bodies. Silly people. Tons of streamers forget to hydrate or sit up straight. I don't know what you mean. Sit up straight? God, that sounded so demanding, Twi Fairy. Silly people not sitting up straight. Sometimes it's good to slouch a little bit, my physio says. being too like straight is not good for you. Don't be too straight, y'all. Just be a little bit not straight. That's okay. It's all a spectrum. I'm just talking about posture, obviously, just so we're clear, right? I'll hydrate when I have water, but I like chuck a whole bottle when I'm too lazy to get another. That's a way to do it. Just do that twice a day and you're good, you know? I'm not even a streamer. I still forget to drink. No, Amazai Ichiro. Well, drink now. I'm redeeming my 100 balloon points for you to drink. Totally. Drink, drink, drink. But water, not the other stuff. Mark can start on a tangent. Yes, I'm tangenting. Tangenting. I'm tangenting all the time. Wait. Orange squash, like a pumpkin. Like a pumpkin? No, it's just orange, the orange fruit. Too straight. Nobody's too straight. Nobody's too not straight. We're all just doing what we wanted to do. You're doing tequila shots, Marshall K. Oh, yoy. You're starting the weekend fresh, aren't you? Wait, I'm going to put the camera up a bit so I can sit straight like Twi-Fairy told me to. And now my green screen is peeking out. It's peeking! Hold on. Oh, there. Hold on. How's this? No. Hold on. I don't want my... There. See, now the mystery is still there. The mystery of me... Okay, so before we start, I'm gonna show y'all the game that I've been playing that today that is a bit nostalgic for me. Do y'all know this? Do y'all know this? Wait, let's make this bigger. I'm not gonna do the... Hold on. Wait, how do I don't want the expert one for now. The expert one takes too long. How do I do... Oh, wait. So let's do a couple of really quick beginner ones. Minesweeper. I used to play this. Oh my god, look, this was a good one. Okay, this is all here. 1, 2, 1. Wait, why is this not... Oh, shit. Why didn't this work with a double click? Damn it. This was a really, really quick one, man. This could have been like 3 seconds or something. But why is this? Normally it's like if I would put this and then I double click or I click on these, then it reveals itself. But for some reason that's not working. How annoying. Left click an empty square. Right click and middle click. Oh, middle click it's on here. Oh, there we go. Anyway. I'm a genius. Look at me go. Oh, but this is weird, but that is the middle click. I have to middle click. I'm not used to it. Because I did it on my MacBook earlier, so... There we go. Oh, that was really slow. 42 seconds. Anyway, if y'all also nostalgic about that, then you can play that, innit? A little bit of Minesweeper. Or should I do a whole stream of just minesweeping? What do we think of that? Maybe not. Oh gosh, I'm thirsty. I'm excited to keep going in... Oh, you're saying yes, you want to have a stream of just Minesweeper. Is there Minesweeper multiplayer? I don't think there is there? Maybe we could all compete against each other. We could just be like, all right, everybody play Minesweeper, and then we can share our and we can share like our best times or something. You know, see how we're doing. I love Peggle. What's Peggle? What's Peggle? Let chat choose which boxes to click. Yeah, that would be very quick. What is Peggle? If I look up Peggle, is that something that I shouldn't be looking up? I'm gonna just look it on my MacBook quickly, just to make sure I'm not looking up something I shouldn't be having on here. Peggle game? Oh no, it's a real game. Okay, right. Peggle game. I'm just making sure. I don't know. I'm just making sure. What is you can play that online for free. What's that? Pebble? Peggle? What's happening? Am I on the right page? Wait, this is Bubble Shooter. I feel like I'm not at the right place. What is Peggle? Peggle? Peggle Online? Peggle Blast? Oh, this is all too confusing. 2007 video game. One game I used to play a lot was called Bubble Trouble. Do you all know Bubble Trouble? Have you ever played this? Bubble. Do you all know this? It's really good. And it tells you, good job. Good job. See? That's what I need in my life. I just need somebody to tell me that I've done a good job. Ah, ouch. No. What is this game doing? I'm a pro gamer who's like beat Black Myth Wukong. You're telling, ouch. You're telling me that I can't even beat Bubble Trouble? Don't you start with me, Marizian. I haven't died yet. It's not death if I... Oh, maybe it is death. Because I have multiple lives. Oh, shit. I've got like 1 life left. But that's okay because... I mean... Ah! Ooh, see? See how pro I did that? What is done? Pop a total of 20... See, it didn't used to have these sort of like intermediate goals. Oh, pop 24 thing. No, it's just... Somehow, modern gamers always need, like, achievements or something. With me, back in the day, the game itself was achievement enough, right? The journey is the goal. I'm totally not playing the game that I've said I'm playing. I think I'm in a mid-game crisis because I finished Black Myth Wukong. So now I don't know what to do anymore. Oh, this one just chills up there. Oh, wrong one. Back in my day, games used to be different. They used to be different. Okay, I'm gonna like just play very aggressively until I die, and then we can do Great Ace Attorney. Ah! I kind of did that on purpose because I know what we're here for. We're here for Great Ace Attorney. So let's do it. Let's do it. Great Ace Attorney. Ouch! Count to 3. Ah. Okay. Okay. We're back in the game. Back in the game. Continuing the return of the great departed soul. Start playing from the save game data. Oh, I think something bad happened last time. I think I forgot to save the game and then it crashed. So I don't know if we're like slightly back. Or did it save? No, this is where we finished, isn't it? I think this is where we finished, isn't it? I think it's auto-saved, hasn't it? So I think we're okay. The special, okay. I think yes. We are at Madame Tuspels. Madame Tuspels. Is it actually two spells? 2 spells. Is her name a pun on that she has 2 spells? Like 1, 2? Balloon spells? Or something? 2 spells? Tuspels. 2 spells. 2 spells. Anyway, the special exhibit in the House of Horrors. What's with my voice? That's not French. The special exhibit. Deadly Sabe, you got to get up early. Fair enough. You go rest. You go rest. Because we all need rest. The special exhibit in the House of Horrors is based on a rumor that shocked the society in London. Hold it! Let's just press R on it. It's a play on... Yes, I know Madame Two Swords, but I thought maybe it's also 2 spells. But it is mainly probably Madame Two Swords. Anyway, Because she's kind of like a witch. I thought maybe that she has like spells or something like that. And that rumor would be a 10-year-old tale now. Tale as old as time. Is that how the song goes? Da, 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 da. Why is there no music? Have I accidentally turned it off? No. There should be music. Why is there no music? Is that a mistake? Should there be music? That's confusing. A 10-year-old tale now, but one that no Londoner would ever forget. Maybe turn it off and on again. No, hold on. It's a... No, okay. What? Okay, let's just save and... Should there be music? Let's just try it again. Let's just try it. Oh, we play some Minesweeper. What? There should be music. If there should be music, then we shall have music. We can't live in silence. Okay, there's music here. No, it's just silence.
Yeah, right. I know just what you're talking about, I think.
Of course. It couldn't be anything else.
Yes. That story will never disappear.
The tale of the condemned killer rising from the dead, that is the central attraction of my House of Horrors. It'll probably fix itself, I agree. Imagine if the music was gone for the rest of the game. That would be very upsetting, wouldn't it? The rumor was whispered all over the city, and it was like this. Music? Ah, there's music. It was in Lowgate Cemetery behind the prison, in the dead of night after the execution of the killer. The interred professor slid back the stone slab covering his tomb and emerged from his grave. A young man who witnessed this felt a scream welling up inside him. Did we do this last time? I think we did this last time, didn't we? But an instant later, he heard an ear-splitting gunshot from over his shoulder. The bullet struck the emerging corpse, and he fell motionless once more. The scream finally found its way from the mouth of the young witness who turned and ran for his life. The corpse climbed out of his own grave? Wait, is this sound okay? Like, it's not, the sound isn't going weird, is it? And then somebody shot him? Who was it? Nobody knows, even today. Because today I didn't have to do my thing of like switching back and forth. It just worked from the start. How confusing. But remember, it was just a rumor. Perhaps nothing more than a ghost story. The good people of London, they love stories like this. That is why this was in every newspaper across the capital. But was it just a story? I mean, this is exactly the scene that can be seen today at your museum, isn't it? Oui, the special exhibit was modeled on that very illustration. For a while afterwards, the contents of that article were reproduced in every newspaper imaginable. Madame, might I say something? Please go ahead, mademoiselle. When something is described as a rumor, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's entirely made up. I believe that often rumors contain elements of the... Yeah, we did do that last time, didn't we? Ah, I see that people from the East can be just as astute as the people of Europe. Yes, we can. We all can be astute. Can we be sure, for instance, that the professor's execution was successful? It is not possible for the dead to come back to life. Sorry? 10 years ago, I was there in Lowgate Cemetery. Maybe I should rush through this now. We did this last time, after the criminal known as the blah, 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 blah. Yes. We did all of this. I'm going to skip it. I'm just going to read through it briefly. Let's just have a look at the thingings again and see if I can already make a deduction. The special exhibit in the House of Horrors is based on a rumor that shocked society in London. An impression of the visage was taken directly from the corpse in accordance with the Tuspels family principles. I enlisted the aid of the gravedigger and created a mold for the head in the cemetery just before the interment. I hit myself until he gave me a signal. I was there for a very long time that night. As dawn approached, I was very worried that I could be discovered. Okay. Any old article. This says it's... Did we know that this was written by Assman? Oh no, the picture is by Assman. Is this a new discovery or did we always know that? Assman. Why are you all writing Assman with 2 S's? It's clearly Assman with 1 S. Are you being silly? I'm clearly just reading it here. Assman. Like, that's how you should say it. It should be 1 S. You're all being naughty. Silly. Silly. Silly people. Is that the first time I noticed that? Shh, Elsie. Don't make fun of me. Who's being silly? No one's being silly. I'm stupid. I'm sorry, Elsie. I'm stupid. I didn't notice it. But why did he take the picture? Is that common knowledge? Have I just forgotten everything? It sort of feels like that. I hit myself until he gave me a signal. Wait, I'm kind of a little confused. I'm just confused. I'm gonna have to keep pressing. Yes, what are you all doing? What? Hold it! Hold it! Hold it, everyone! Is that true of every waxwork in your museum then? It is, assuming the subject is dead, of course. Live subjects have to cooperate in a similar way. I have letters from imprisoned criminals all the time, you know? What sort of letters? When my time comes, please, make a waxwork of me. Comme ça. No? My museum is famous, monsieur. Everybody wants to be a waxwork in my museum. Clearly. To be made into a waxwork is an honor. And for some criminals, a symbol of status even. Because nothing says hardened criminal better than wax. And it is thanks to one killer in particular that my museum has gained such popularity in London. Very refer to the star of this special exhibit, of course, the Professor, whose form you claim to have captured by taking an impression from the actual corpse. There are no exceptions to the principles of two spells. Two spells. Okay. I enlisted the aid of the grave digger and created a mold for the head in the cemetery just before the interment. Surely that's illegal, isn't it? It would seem the proprietress of this repository of novelties was blinded by monetary greed. It had nothing to do with money. The man is part of London's criminal history. That is why I had to sculpt him to record this history. It is the raison d'être of the Two Spells Museum. But if the man was convicted in a closed court and sent for immediate execution, then surely nobody but the members of the judiciary present know the killer's true identity. Wait, what just happened? If the man was convicted in a closed court and sent for... I assure you, behind that mask is hidden the true face of the professor. Do you realize what you're saying? The professor's identity is a national secret. I understand. And now that the truth about the special exhibit has been revealed, it must perhaps close. Of course it will. As will your entire museum if you don't tread very carefully, madame. That could be another interesting chapter in the history of my family, I think, don't you? So, 10 years ago, on the night of the professor's execution, you took a wax impression of his face from the corpse. Oui, exactement. Okay. I hid myself until he gave me a signal. I was there for a very long time. Hold it! Okay. You were there longer than you expected to be. I had some difficulties in capturing the subject's form correctly. As I removed the mask... Why is it gone silent? As I removed the mask, the mouth of the cadaver fell open, and I had some problems with the chin. Wow. Dare I ask? The man had been dead for a short while already, you see? His muscles were relaxing, and consequently his chin would not align itself correctly. It was just flopping about left and right. Oh dear, what a horrible thought. Under normal circumstances, I would have an assistant with me. However, that night I was alone, and as a consequence, I missed my preferred window of time. What do you mean? When I take the impression of the visage of a cadaver... I don't like how she says cadaver and is at the same time making a face of Sholmes. She doesn't like kill her subjects just to make a wax mold of them, does she? I'm trying to sit up straighter. Try fairy. I have to move my back around. Maybe I need to get like one of them fancy gaming chairs at some point. But they're expensive, aren't they? I always wait until 3 hours after death. Why 3 hours? Is that amount of time significant?
It is because of rigor mortis.
Who's that? A Wrigley Mortis? I know what rigor mortis is when the body, like, gets stiff after death. I have a bud grain. Thank you very much. As someone who's been hunting for a chair for months, yes, they are stupid expensive, aren't they? Don't get a fancy gaming chair. Get a comfy... Wait, are gaming chairs not comfy? I mean, I would definitely want a comfy chair. Are the gaming chairs not comfy? But I do think they're a little bit overpriced. I don't like I mean, I'm not going to spend like £1,000 for a chair or something. That seems crazy.
It's the name given to a phenomenon that occurs in recently deceased bodies.
Gaming chairs often have poor back support. Why? So what's the point of them? Well, they're just supposed to look cool. I thought the whole point of them is that they're meant to be comfy so that you can play for a long time. That is stupid. Aesthetic? I mean, aesthetic matters a little bit, but if they're going to be £1,000, then they better be comfortable as fuck. Excuse my language. Jesus.
As a rule, 3 hours post-death, the muscles in the body begin to stiffen. By approximately 10 hours post-death, the entire body is completely rigid and inflexible. And then from that point on, the muscles slowly start to revert to their relaxed state. The effect is often used to estimate the time of death when a body is discovered.
Well, that was an education, if a slightly scary one.
As the mademoiselle says, rigor mortis commences 3 hours after death, and it starts in the jaw.
I see. So that's why you wait.
Before that time, the mouth falls open, and it is very difficult to do my work. It's getting hard for me to do my work with all this talk of corpses.
Yes. No more talk of corpses. That is just silly. We don't need to talk of corpses, do we? I wonder about that information the courts just heard from Madame Tuspels. Well, it's probably significant, isn't it? Just gonna say it's significant. The information about rigor mortis that you just shared with us. Would you mind including it in your formal testimony? I believe it could be significant.
Of course, I do not mind at all. I can't help feeling that after this latest topic, the atmosphere in the courtroom has become extremely grave.
She's so proud of that one, isn't it? Cute.
Like, I've made a pun. Yes. Oh.
This is no time for jokes, Mrs. Sato. This is a very serious situation, and we shall not make jokes. Oh, gosh, even the judge.
Madam, kindly amend your testimony as discussed.
Bien sûr. Of course.
So, if I press on this again,
Hold it!
that's going to be different from what we just did, isn't it? Rigor mortis being the phenomenon you described, whereby the corpse becomes stiff after death. I think you said that it starts at the jaw about 3 hours post-death. Is that right?
Oui, c'est ça. Of course, the exact duration depends a little on the season. What kind of season? Salt or pepper? I hate myself. I didn't realize a waxwork artisan would be so well versed in the subject.
This is no time for silly jokes. We gotta take this serious, guys. It's no time for jokes. I didn't realize a waxwork artisan would be so well versed in the subject. No, that is only elementary knowledge in the field of legal medicine. No, don't bonk me with the gavel, it'll hurt. I don't want to be hurt.
Well, I had no idea about it. But maybe I won't admit to my ignorance about forensic science.
Yes. Keep them all in the dark.
I could ask my father to give you a very simple primer if you like.
Yes, but not right now. I'm supposed to be knowing all this stuff.
I think corpses should be your domain. I'm not good with them. Oh dear, I'll do my very best.
Ooh. She's shushing me while she's talking.
As dawn approached,
Oh, almost knocked over my symptoms.
as dawn approached,
How can you talk like this?
as dawn approached, I was very worried that I could be discovered.
Oh no, wrong button. I meant to press on that. Oopsie. Well, that's all. What's your feeling, Mr. Naruhodo? For some reason, Dr. Scythe went along with Grubber's plan. Now, if that's really true, then the professor is the only other thing we know of that links the pair of them. So I feel sure that waxwork must be a clue to this mystery somehow.
In that case, we must use this cross-examination to uncover exactly what he means. Otherwise, the jurors are sure to revert their leanings and the trial will be over. I agree. But interestingly, uncovering what the professor has to do with all of this means more to Lord Van Zieks than anyone. That's the impression I'm getting anyway. Yes, as do I. After all, he has a profound connection to the professor as well.
Okay, I forgot to press on the last one.
Hold it!
You say that dawn was approaching. What was the time of day then, approximately?
Well, I could not say. But when I left the cemetery with my utensils and wax, the morning light was becoming visible.
The execution took place on 17th June, which had the earliest sunrise of that year. Indeed. It did. First light would have been around 4:40 in the morning.
That really is early. The fact is, I had very little time, so I finished my work in half an hour. An hour and a half. Wait, what was it? Half an hour? What was the time? In a half hour, yes. It was necessary to complete the impression and bury the body before daybreak, of course. If somebody had discovered me there,
Oh, is she getting quicker? She's really hacking away at Sholmes there.
it would have been a catastrophe, so I had to hurry.
Is it me or does Mr. Sholmes seem to be taking shape more quickly now too? I wore a fake mustache in the previous streams. Yes, indeed. It was all fake. Does it look like my face is naked now? Somehow, sometimes when I look at my face after I shaved, like I feel like a bit like Homer Simpson. You know, he has like just sort of he shaves, and then it's like looks naked, and then like slowly this like grows back, and there's just like this little like kind of shades, different shade here. Anyway,
You certainly appear to go to extraordinary lengths for your work, madame.
I look like a different person, a little bit, yeah. Wait, what's happening? What's significant? Yeah, so let's add it. It's probably significant.
Madame, those details about how long it took you to complete the sculpture and the early sunrise. Could you include them in your testimony? I believe they may be significant. Of course, if you would like me to. You're quite right, Mr. Naruhodo. It is intriguing. A sunrise at 4 in the morning would be absolutely unimaginable at home, wouldn't it? That's not quite what I meant by significant.
Kindly amend your formal testimony then, madame.
With pleasure, my lord. I hurried to finish my work in the half hour before sunrise. Then I left as soon as the corpse was interred.
Ah! Oh shit, I meant to press on that again, wasn't I? I have no clue right now. What am I feeling? Okay, so... I'm not quite in the game right now. My brain's not in the game. I don't know why. My brain's not fully here. Did I press on the last thing again? Maybe I pressed on the last thing again. And I left the I mean, he yearns for the Minesweeper. I played too much Minesweeper today, so I have to switch gears. Did you have reason to believe you might be discovered once the sun came up or something? I had paid the gravedigger money to keep my little secret, of course. With the morning light, I knew that the warden from the prison would commence his patrol of the area. Couldn't you just have paid off the warden too, then? I had already paid the gravedigger, as I said. I cannot buy the silence of everyone, or the secret is no longer a secret, eh?
The sunrise was at 4:40 a.m. that day, which means that it would have been around 4 when you began your sculpting work.
Oui, that must be correct. That would be when the gravedigger gave me the signal to come out of hiding.
Okay. Okay. Let's look at the statements again and see... So something to do with the wax thinging, obviously. There's a rumor that shocked society in London. Okay. So what does the... Can I... No. Okay, what does it say? At Lowgate Cemetery, just behind the prison, on the night of that foul demon's execution, the newly interred professor forced off his grave cover as he clawed free of the earth. The young man who witnessed this scene was on the verge of raising a shriek when, in the next second, a gunshot rang out suddenly from behind. The bullet pierced the resurrected man's chest, whose breath then stilled once more. The youth then finally released the scream he had been holding and ran for his life. The university student who experienced this shocking event is Mr. Enoch Drebber, a disciple of science at the University of London and a resident of its student dorms. Okay. So the special exhibit is based on that rumor that is reported in that newspaper article. Impression of the visage was taken directly from the corpse in accordance with Tusper's family principles. I enlisted the aid of the gravedigger and created a mold for the head in the cemetery just before the interment. Took me a very long time. Because it was before the I heard what? I heard it, then I left as soon as the corpse was interred. Okay. Death by hanging confirmed at midnight. The thing is, so he was hanged at midnight, but it doesn't say when he was buried. I heard to finish my work in the half hour before sunrise, then I left as soon as the corpse was interred. Wait, what? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Why would rigor mortis have not set in for the wax molding during what should have been her golden hour to do so? An impression of the visage was taken directly from the corpse in accordance with Tusper's. I'm really confused here. I enlisted the aid of the grave and creator. I don't really know what I'm objecting to. Experiment sketch. But I mean, in some way, I feel so either if it's got something to do with the wax work, it's got to be either this or the autopsy. The autopsy of the mass murderer who was tried and found guilty by a closed trial. I'm a little confused what the contradiction should be here. I created and what evidence I should be presenting. It took me very because what?
Hold it! What does it even mean?
Took you a long time. I think you said that it starts at the jaw about 3 hours post-death. Is that right? Oui, c'est ça, of course. Okay. So is that it then? Of course the exact duration depends a little on the season, okay. So we're so if okay, so this is it then, okay. So this should be it. Because she says she finished her work. If it takes 3 hours, and if the sun rose at 4:40, because the death occurred at midnight, so if she says, I heard to finish. So if she says she did it before the onset of rigor mortis, that can't be true because she says she did it at 4. And the body, and it died at midnight.
Objection!
So I guess that's what was meant. It was a little confusing. A little confusing. Madame Tuspels. I have here an autopsy report that was filed 10 years ago now. It confirms the death of the professor following his execution at the gallows. And is that a problem? I believe it is, because your testimony and a particular detail in the report completely contradict one another. What? Are you going to explain yourself, my Nipponese friend? According to her testimony, Madame Tuspels was creating her wax impression just before dawn, and at that time rigor mortis had not set in. Am I correct so far, madam? You are? Yes. As I said, the stiffening of the jaw is the first sign of rigor mortis 2 or 3 hours after death. But the man's chin was so limp, he cannot have been dead for a long time. But on the other hand, if you look at Dr. Scythe's report, it quite clearly states the following. Death by hanging confirmed at midnight, 17th June. No. No! If the professor indeed died at midnight that day, then by the time you were sculpting his face, rigor mortis would already have set in. Oui. Yes, you are right. The chin, it would have been completely stiff. In other words, this report is wrong.
Objection!
No coroner makes mistakes when recording the time of death. The very idea is absurd.
In that case, there's only one possible conclusion. The execution didn't actually take place at the stated time.
Impossible! No! No!
God, that finger pointing went straight to Baroque's heart.
No! Oh, that boy can point so well. It hurts me. It makes my hair all floppy.
Order! Order!
Counsel.
This is beyond folly. Not only do you indict the author of the report, Dr. Scythe, but you also implicate members of the staff at Berkeley Prison, where the execution took place. Extraordinary.
Not in my day.
My learned friend
Appears to have overlooked one very crucial fact.
What fact?
The professor died that night, without question.
He did. Of course he did. I moved the man's limp jaw. Objection! Yes, the professor died that night. But I think he was shot. But what if he didn't die at the gallows?
Didn't die yet? Are you insane? What exactly are you suggesting did happen in that case?
It's almost impossible to believe, but it would explain the link between Dr. Scythe, Professor, and the one other person of interest. I have evidence that will explain exactly what I'm suggesting happened that night.
So, present the evidence at once.
Wait, what evidence is that? Just the newspaper? Is there something in here that I've missed? I'm gonna save for that because I'm not entirely sure. I mean, it could be the newspaper, but the newspaper is not... Is this evidence? I mean, it is evidence. Because Drebber... I mean... It would be his witness statement, right? Like, his witness statement is that, like, he went there and it...
Take that!
What happened that night is written very plainly in this newspaper article. Executed criminal returns in the dead of night at local cemetery. I bet Baroque's gonna make fun of me for this. He's like,
Ah, my learned Nipponese friend. When will you learn not to believe everything you read in the newspaper? People might come up with all kinds of things. Rumors get reported. So don't believe anything that anyone writes in the media. Huh?
he's gonna say something like that, right? Something like that.
You're suggesting it was a corpse coming back from the dead now.
Oh, no, he didn't say that. He didn't say that. Well, if this article is to be believed, yes. Professor, assumed dead following his execution, emerged from his grave and was
Objection!
Don't be a fool. That's simply a rumor published by the gutter press.
See? Can you be certain of that? Can you?
Are you serious?
The point is, as the article says, there was a witness to what happened. Enoch Drebber. And we go talk to him. Right?
My word. Yes, indeed.
Mais oui, the young man who stole into the cemetery by chance that night.
Objection!
Of course there was a witness. The story didn't write itself, but obviously the man made it all up.
And in any case, this was 10 years ago now. There would surely be no hope of finding.
Objection!
On the contrary, my lord, we all know this witness well.
What? Are you suggesting, counsel, that you've identified the person in question? That you know who claims to have seen these utterly incredible events take place?
Well, what? Hold on, hold. Well, it's obviously Enoch Drebber, right? What? Wait, am I being stupid? It literally says that it's Enoch Drebber. What's wrong with these people? Yes, my lord. In fact, you could say he's right here before my very eyes. What?
You will substantiate your latest claim now then.
Are we all being stupid? It literally says it right there. I mean, unless I'm being dumb, this is like the easiest thing ever, isn't it? The man in question is Mr. Enoch Drebber. I mean, it literally says it by name in the article.
Drebber? I didn't know. Adrian!
I don't know why I did that.
The previous witness?
The special exhibit in the House of Horrors at Madame Tussbell's Museum of Waxwork recreates that decade-old scene in great detail. The condemned criminal emerging from the grave, and beside the tomb, a young man with a lantern stumbling upon the terrifying sight. And that young man is a 10-year younger Mr. Enoch Drebber. Full of idiots indeed.
Order! 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 Surely not, counsel.
Drebber, what's there?
Oh, did you not read the gutter press? Did you not read the newspaper? And not even see that picture? What's wrong with you, Baroque? Can you not, like, do, like, some very basic research? You even got an assistant. Can't he help you or something? Silly man.
What is all this talk about, Mr. Trevor? Is the name significant? Of course. Madame Tuspels doesn't know, does she?
Yes, it's extremely significant, madam. To your situation as well, in fact.
What situation?
The theft of the Professor waxwork from your museum some days ago was perpetrated by the very same man.
No!
But
that would mean...
Madame Tuspels, it would appear you know the name. Enoch Drebber.
Oui? Yes, I know it. But from long ago, in the past. What? Oh my!
Good gracious. Explain yourself. Tell us everything you know.
Yes, oui, of course. Since you slammed the desk so very hard, I will tell you, of course.
story time.
The story of the young man and the terrible sight he witnessed in the cemetery 10 years ago was published in every single newspaper in London and throughout Britain. However, in all of the articles, the witness was simply described as a certain young man. No details were published about his identity.
Wait, what? His name was never revealed? Doesn't it say what? It literally says it right here, doesn't it? What the hell is going on with all these people? Am I being stupid? His name was never revealed. That is, apart from in one newspaper. The Daily Circus. It is the paper from which comes the article I have already shown the court. You're saying that his full name was only publicized in that article.
Goodness me, yes. Here it is. The university student who experienced this shocking event is Mr. Enoch Drebber, a disciple of science at the University of London and a resident of its student dorms.
Unbelievable. When I read the article, I went to meet with a man. His discovery of the condemned criminal coming back to life in the cemetery in the dead of night would make a perfect exhibit for my House of Horrors, whether it was the truth or not.
I see. And Asman took the picture. So why was Asman there taking pictures?
So you went to meet Mr. Drebber in order to sculpt a waxwork of the man, did you?
Exactement. He was studying science at the University of London in those days.
He was just a poor student.
I paid him £5 to model for the waxwork. Since that time, it has been in my museum to recreate the scene of terror from the cemetery. Also, like, so his waxwork was in her museum. So even though his name wasn't revealed, at least some people would have seen it, right? That's crazy. So, 10 years ago, the young man appealed to the public, about an extraordinary event he'd witnessed. The criminal who had been put to death, re-emerging from his grave in the middle of the night. The public treated his claim as nothing more than an amusing anecdote that was soon forgotten. 10 years later, the same man steals a waxwork model of the executed criminal, ostensibly to use as a body double for the victim in the case we're discussing here today. Even though the waxworks built is a poor match for the victim. Wait, what? And its face is obscured by a mask. So the question is, why would the man do such a thing?
Which brings us to 3 days ago. Oh, excuse me.
When the birdcage crashed into the Crystal Tower. If the birdcage had in fact contained not the body of Mr. Assman, but that same waxwork, the coroner from Scotland Yard who investigated, Dr. Scythe, would have noticed immediately. And yet she submitted this autopsy report for the victim, which the court has seen earlier. Why?
Because the waxwork was that of the professor. Is that what you're saying?
Dr. Scythe put her name to a document confirming the death of a condemned criminal who was still alive. A criminal whose apparent resurrection was witnessed by Mr. Drebber. But that misconduct was a deadly secret the coroner would do anything to protect. Which is precisely why Mr. Drebber used that particular waxwork as the body double. Wait, what happened? Criminals. What? Dr. Scythe put a name tag on confirming the death of a condemned criminal who was still alive. A criminal's apparent resurrection was witnessed by Mr. Drebber. But that misconduct was a deadly secret the coroner would do anything to protect, which is precisely... Oh, was it to threaten the coroner so that when she sees it on the scene... Right. Okay. So that's why he would have used it, so that Scythe would want to keep this murder also a secret. Interesting. No, knowledge and truth hurts me. I'm Baroque. My lord, disregard that man over there, because he's just a bit of a drama queen. This court must summon Dr. Scythe to the stand, though. Very important. The defense is determined to find out exactly how the coroner and Mr. Drebber are connected.
But, according to the missive I received this morning through the prosecutor's office, Dr. Scythe is unable to participate in these proceedings. Is that not the case?
He's changing his mind. He's like, yes, the truth will out. So bring her in. Bring her in. Let's do this.
She told us so herself, didn't she?
Come on, Barack. Don't be a loser. Be a winner. But you will be a loser because you're losing this case. Obviously.
Lord Van Zeeks won't be summoning me as a witness. Lord Strongheart has forbidden it.
Lord Strongheart?
The Pandora's box you were warned about is the Professor's case. But please, don't make the mistake of thinking you'll get any information about it out of me.
Bring her in. Book her. Book him. And stuff. Something happened on the night of that killer's execution 10 years ago. And surely nobody would want to get to the bottom of that more than Lord Van Zieks.
I'm still thinking. I shouldn't have had that coffee earlier. My stomach's all grumbly. Hope I won't shit myself.
Sorry, I mean, that's not what he said.
The prosecution calls for the instructions in that missive to be scrapped. What?
But Lord Van Zieks, the missive was issued from the Lord Chief Justice's office.
Objection!
The assigned prosecutor has the final say on... my stomach's fine, your lord. Has the final say on policy in any particular trial. In other words, me. Me, I'm so important.
Yes, yes.
Let Enoch Drebber and Dr. Scythe both take the stand together.
Yes, taking charge. Order. Very well. I will uphold your request. Bailiff, send a subpoena with immediate effect addressed to Dr. Scythe of the Forensic Investigation Team.
Oh yeah, it's all the wine. That's much better. It's the wine's fault.
The woman is compelled to attend on Her Majesty's orders.
Oh, excuse me. It's all the static I'm drinking.
All right then. Enoch Drebber. Dr. Scythe. If they weren't colluding with one another, this crime could never have been committed. I'm just a stone's throw away. I can feel it. The truth behind all of this is about to come out. Come out and find the truth.
Oh, they arrived quickly. Didn't even take a moment. And she's up there as well. We're all in this together. Da dee da dee da 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 da. Oh, gonna need to fill up my static again. I drink so much when I stream. I literally filled this whole thing, and that's like 700 mils. And then I had this one as well, which is like about 300 or 400 mils or something. So I've almost I almost drunk a liter of liquid just now. So. Oh no, not ads during Pride Month. Wait, what? Are ads not a thing in Pride Month? Is that what happens? I think ads can run any time of year. Cause capitalism, innit?
Thank you for your attendance at such short notice, Dr. Scythe.
Ads during Pride Month is so homophobic. What? What? Is that a thing? Is that a thing that I'm just not aware of? Hey, just to be clear, I am not homophobic. So if that is a thing... Oh, during Pride Month is a meme. Okay. I don't know memes. Hey, everybody remember, I'm old. I don't know all the memes, okay? I don't understand. I'm disappointed in you, Lord Van Zieks. Thank you for educating me, everyone. Thank you. I know when I shaved, like, it looks like I'm really young, but... Yeah, I'm very gullible. Y'all can't just tell me shit and then, like, assume that I understand.
You've completely betrayed the agreed policy of both Scotland Yard and the prosecutor's office. Betrayal is not in my nature, as long as the truth isn't compromised. If it is, if there's even a hint of wrongdoing, then no matter whom it concerns or disgruntles, I will pursue to the matter to the bitter. I can't read. I will pursue the matter to the bitter end, as would any prosecutor worth his salt.
All right, got nothing to say about that, eh? So Finger Mai is a the bot. The moderator bot, Autobot thought that Finger Mai is not a good it's not a good term. Automod, that's it's like, ooh yeah, point that finger, my man. Yeah, Marie-Zien, you've gotten modded. That is funny. Yes, Marie-Zien, that was the reason. Ah, dear. Context matters. Context does matter. It's funny. Anyway, Mr. Drebber. Autobot, what were you thinking? You took the victim's life by means of a machine that you constructed in your workshop. It doesn't like geese? Why? What's wrong with geese? Oh. Held a message. Bullying. What? Oh, so the next thing is DILF thing is also apparently a thing that it doesn't like. Hey. Now y'all don't make the job harder for my mods, okay? Otherwise we'll just let the automod go wild, okay? Don't do it on purpose. I'm watching you, okay? Be nice. No purposeful triggering of the auto mod. And otherwise I'll bring out the German. I'll like, hey, you must not trigger the auto mod. That is not correct. We will not do that, okay? Otherwise there will be trouble. Yeah, the Arnold will come. The Arnold will come and be like, oi, stop it. Yeah, Albert. It will be Albert. That was kind of Albert, wasn't it? Anyway, back to seriousness. Stop with the jokes. This is a very serious game with very serious investigations. And Dr. Scythe, as the investigating coroner, you were the first on the scene to examine the victim's body. Wait, what? Okay. The automod is clever. Automod is clever. It is the belief of the defense that you collaborated with each other and were both complicit in this crime. Huh. And where's your evidence, huh? Huh? Show me your evidence. At present, we have no definitive evidence, but we do have a very significant clue. What? Oh, she's so sassy, isn't she? What are you talking about? Huh? I'm talking, of course, about the waxwork. This model of the killer, known as the Professor, who was sentenced to death 10 years ago. You don't need to tell me. I witnessed the man's execution with my own eyes and officially pronounced him dead. That remains to be seen. Ooh. Is that so? He is getting very confident, isn't he? There's no sweating or anything. He says this with conviction. According to newspaper reports from the time on the night following his execution, the killer came back to life. Pish posh, don't waste my time. And the sole witness to that mysterious event was you, Mr. Drebber, wasn't it? I'm not a robot. If what you saw in the graveyard that night 10 years ago wasn't some chilling fiction, but reality,
It will make you privy to a very great secret of Dr. Science. A secret so profound, it could compel the coroner to agree to collaborate in your evil scheme, in fact. He's still silent. Doesn't know what to say. Mr. Drebber, tell the court. Go on. Tell everyone the truth of what you saw that night in Lowgate Cemetery.
So it was the student who saw it. You can see the resemblance, actually, can't you, with the man and Madame Tussbells, I mean?
Surely he's not going to claim that's really what he saw, especially not after all these years. He was the research student at the University of London, was he?
And a bit too clever for his own good, if you ask me.
What an interesting twist. When at the time not one person would take me seriously.
Oh, he's sad.
Yet now here we are, 10 years later, and suddenly my story matters, and in a court of law, too.
Breakdance. Yeah, what's going on?
Very well then. If everyone so wishes, let's be frank. I'll tell you the truth of what happened that night, for what it's worth.
So, Mr. Drebber, your testimony, please, about the events of that night 10 years ago. You will tell the court exactly what you stumbled across in Lowgate Cemetery.
Yes, of course. As you wish.
Yeah, ha, ooh, ha,
This is a good theme, isn't it? Why is it stopped? It stopped. Oh, what a shame.
The reason I was in Lowgate Cemetery at all 10 years ago was
For a spot of moonlighting, shall we say?
yes. The illustration in that newspaper article was based on what I witnessed that night. But thinking back now, I realize that I never actually saw the professor. Soon afterwards, I was visited by a young woman who sculpted a model of me from wax. Then I gave up on my dream of becoming a scientist, and it was all because of that newspaper article.
Wait a minute. You're claiming you didn't actually see the professor now?
Of course. You'd have to have a screw loose if you believed a corpse could come back from the dead.
What? So you're saying this article? What do you mean? A newspaper article could be untrue? Oh my god, this would never happen in my home country of Japan.
Not worth the paper it's printed on. I think that would describe it perfectly. Yes. Yes, indeed.
If the details in the article aren't true. Is it? It nullifies your argument for why Mr. Drebber and Dr. Scythe would have been working together. So he's discrediting himself to cripple my argument.
Tell me, witness. You claim to have been in the cemetery on some auxiliary business. Can you elaborate?
That's right. Grave robbing to be precise. As you know, Lowgate Cemetery is at the rear of Berkeley Prison. Still, among the students at the university, I had a reputation for being haunted by the ghosts of condemned convicts.
Grave robbing, you say?
Yes, exhuming fresh corpses to sell is reasonably lucrative. Of course, I never laid a finger on any valuables buried with the dead.
Wait, so what was he trying to sell? So he's selling the corpses, but not the valuables. Okay.
So you were one of those so-called resurrectionists, a particularly unpleasant scourge on society. Actually, my fellows and I went by another name, the Repurposive.
That is quite beyond the pale. You would invite divine retribution, sir.
During Pride Month, no less. Okay, now I'm in the inn. Now. Grave robbing is homophobic, right? Am I getting it? Is that right? Am I memeing? Is that what's happening? Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes.
Well, I think I suffered retribution enough. The Daily Circus eventually unearthed my name and put it in print. It caused me a great many headaches. In the end, I had to leave the university. Afterglow and Tharos. How's it going? That was the only paper with the bad grace to identify me. Unambiguously, I might add.
Mark prints out meme to show you. Look, guys, I found a meme. Here, I've printed it out. We can do a report on it. Let's report it.
I see.
Out of interest, who drew the illustration for this article?
Yes. That was the reporter who exposed me. He sketched that right in front of me as I described the scene.
Hold on. But the reporter is Assman. Wait, what? Is this a sketch? Oh, this is a sketch. But it was done by Assman. Confusing.
Obviously, as time ticked on, I bitterly regretted what I'd done. Claiming to have seen something I never truly saw. Foolish. Very foolish.
Well,
Oh, I just realized I didn't plug in my laptop. Ah! We almost had a accident. But it's okay. Everything is safe. I'm just gonna plug in my laptop. Lappy toppy, get some power. Here you go. No. We still had plenty of juice, but I saw it kind of going down a little bit. 24%. That's plenty. It's plenty.
well, counsel for the defense, you may proceed to the cross-examination now.
At once, my lord.
Doom, doom. In the cemetery, 10 years earlier.
Excuse me. Okay. Let's see if we can. The reason I was in Logan Aldenville was for a spot of moonlighting. I mean, never actually saw the professor at all, though. I was visited by a young woman who sculpted a model. So, okay. I mean, if he says he gave up his dream of becoming a scientist because of that newspaper article, then he would clearly have a motive to kill Assman, right? Because Assman is the one who drew that thingy. So... Right. Okay, let's just do some... Hold it! Let's just do some pressing then. By moonlighting, you mean grave robbing, do you?
Surely, you only need to look at the graveyard scene and my appearance to gauge the answer to that.
The lantern and spade.
But who on earth would want to buy a dead body? I'm now thinking, was my voice for Scythe and Drebber kind of the same? I don't know.
Any major hospital?
A hospital? Did that startle you? Let's see. I'm so sorry. Oh no, if I do this, you can see my bald spot, or my balding spot. See? Proof that I'm aging. See, now it's hidden. My balding spot. It's not really bald. Thinning spot. Thinning spot.
In order to better understand the human body, the study of anatomy is crucial to medical science. But there isn't a hospital in the world that has enough specimens to work with.
It is thinning. It is thinning up there. But that's okay. I can live with it. I'm like nearly 40 and I still have hair, so I think I'm doing all right.
Though, obviously, they can't openly express an interest in obtaining more by dubious means.
Oh, Baroque's footstool. Are you getting payback because I keep making fun of Baroque? Is that what's going on? Make me giggle though. It's funny. Calling me bald is homophobic during Pride Month. Crazy, all of you. Crazy. As aspiring scientists, we young research students had no money to work with, as I'm sure you can imagine. Macrophobia it is. So we made surreptitious arrangements with the hospital via some of our medical student acquaintances. we would now. I'm needing to focus on this here now. I'm just quoting SpongeBob. Oh, is that SpongeBob? Okay. To be honest though, it's okay. I'm kind of, it's not actually that much of an insecure spot anymore, but I like to be like honest about things or something. I hope I will never have to do like a comb over or something. I hope that'll never happen. I hope if I actually do go bald, I'm just like, yup.
Jason Statham, everyone.
We would never take anything of value from the graves. This was all for the furtherance of science, you see. That's what we all told ourselves every time we stole into the graveyard at night, spade in hand.
Is it still slow? It's still slow, isn't it? Maybe I need to find an alternative. Or maybe I actually... Maybe it's okay now. Is it okay now? How are we doing now? I think maybe it's all right now, isn't it? I think it's calmed down. Am I audible? Only thing is, oh no, I still have audio. I think we're back. Maybe you were right, Kitchen. Maybe charging it kind of made it too hot or something like that. Maybe that was the problem. No, not back? Because I'm not getting the same error message anymore. Is it not back? It feels like it's back. Twitch said no more. Has Twitch said bye-bye? The chat is delayed. But I think we're back, possibly. Maybe it's just because it's hot. Still very delayed? Huh, maybe it's Twitch, because it seems fine on OBS now. Can I say something and then type it so to see if I'm delayed? Okay, I'll say something now and then I type it. Something. Feels a lot behind. I am audible. Huh. As in the audio and the my mouth movement is delayed, or is it the chat is delayed? Oh, override plane 10. Thank you for the sub. Oh shit. Also my Zooms fell down. My Zooms fell down. I'm like a minute or two delayed. Stream looks fine. Okay. The chat will catch up eventually. But maybe you're right. Maybe like plugging it in halfway through, maybe it heats up my MacBook too much. And then it gives me trouble. I think maybe I should get an extra cooling pad for my MacBook. Actually, I think my MacBook gets very hot. So I might look into that. I think I'm going to do this right after this. Yeah. Let's do that. Anyway, let's continue just a little more.
If you were caught, you could expect the gravest of consequences.
You seen me from a minute ago. Oh, so that as in I'm later than the chat. How interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Wait, no. As in the chat appears before. Oh, I'm very confused now. I'm in the future. That's right.
We students were caught between the hammer and the anvil. We needed funds for research.
I also don't know why there's like no music anymore now. The stream is like flawless, but we're viewing it with a couple of minutes delay. Oh, that's funny. Oh, well. Professor Hairbrain said exactly the same.
I'm quite speechless at the apparent levity with which you've revealed this abhorrent behavior.
Well, if you wanted to know why I was there at Lowgate Cemetery, that's the reason. But I never expected it to end the way it did. That I regret to this day.
What is the past like? I'm very confused because I feel like I'm in the same timeline as you, but my stream is not, right? Is that the thing? That's the thing, right? But otherwise, I guess it's okay. I think the truth is like the stream is often a little bit behind the chat, isn't it? But anyway, so I'll just hear you cheering, see you cheering with delay. That's okay. I can live with that. I'll survive. So I'll say something funny and then I'll hear a ha ha. So if you hear me make a very funny joke, then you'll do haha, and if I see it like very delayed, then I'll know. Anyway, the illustration in newspaper article was based on what I witnessed that night.
Hold it!
Where's the music? I want the music back. The strange happening at Lowgate Cemetery, which you now deny.
Not entirely. I ran to fetch the police at the time. You know, I was shaking like a leaf. But they didn't believe a word of it. In fact, I was very nearly arrested myself.
So you went to the papers instead?
I started big with the London News, but unsurprisingly, they didn't want to know either. In the end, though, it was reporters from the gossip rags, the gutter press, that came to get my story.
Haha, good job. If you're now just gonna write you're funny all the time, then that that's homophobic. Just saying. Maybe I should stop saying that because otherwise it's not funny anymore. And it spread like the plague through the capital as gossip-hungry Londoners lapped up the tale. Oh my lord. The story was in every single paper at the time, with the exception of some broadsheets. and yet, only 2 or 3 of them actually interviewed me personally. Most of the accounts turned out to be... I just spat on my mic. Sorry. Most of the accounts turned out to be very interpretive ghost stories. What about the article in the Daily Circus? That particular journalist found me at my dormitory. I don't know how, but he discovered my name. So, I recounted to him exactly what had happened that night. Is it really weird? Is it like I'm still confused. How do you all know that the stream is delayed? Because don't you just comment on the thing you see? And then who is it delayed for? I don't really understand. Because how do you know that it's delayed? Is it because when you type? Oh, is it because when you type, you'll only see it on the stream chat like a minute later? Is that why? I guess if I were to turn off the chat that happens on stream, then I can then it wouldn't feel like so delayed anymore? Is that right? Or am I getting it wrong? I don't know. And from your description, he drew this illustration. Yeah, on screen. That's right. Yeah, so I could, but that's what I mean. I could turn that off. And then you wouldn't know. Then you wouldn't know that you are behind, or that I'm behind. Anyway, doesn't matter. Precisely. That's how I learned that the condemned man was the infamous professor. Because the reporter told me so. I had no idea myself, you see. Newspaper reporters are wont to snoop around in matters that don't concern them. So the scene portrayed in the illustration is accurate, then? Well, thinking back now, I realize that I never actually saw the professor at all, though. Ah, I didn't press.
Hold it!
Yeah, it's so weird that there's no music. I want the music back. What are you talking about? I think I explained already, didn't I?
Lowgate Cemetery is at the rear of Berkeley Prison, so it was renowned among us students at the university for being haunted by the ghosts of condemned convicts. For some absurd reason, I was scared of the graveyard at night.
It's not absurd. Totally normal.
And as a result, only too willing to believe that nonsense about the dead coming back to life. But you said you actually saw it. I said what I'd seen in my mind's eye. After all, resurrection is impossible, isn't it? You'd have to be unhinged to think otherwise. Unless, of course, you have some evidence that proves I encountered the professor that night. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it just, when there's a scene change that cues new music, then it will come back in, I think. Boom, chicka doom, 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 doom. Is there any material evidence that could show he really did see the professor? Doom, chicka doom, 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 boom, chicka doom, 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 doom. I'm beatboxing.
If we have anything at all, Mr. Naruhodo.
I know. I need to present it against that irritatingly backtracking statement of his.
The point is, that night was a pivotal moment in my life.
Okay.
Hold it!
Oh, it's slowly catching up. I guess it's trying to do that, isn't it? Oh, well.
That young woman being Madame Tuspels, of course. Precisely. I must say, I didn't expect to run into her again like this 10 years later. As I have explained, I went by the name published in the article and comme ça, I found the man.
Yes, the article in the Daily Circus, I think you said.
I was a poor student with barely a penny to my name at the time. And the young lady put £5 in front of me.
So you readily consented to having a waxwork of yourself made and gave permission for it to be put on display.
I did. I should sell what little I had to sell, I concluded.
Ah, oui, I remember now. I purchased something else from you that day, n'est-ce pas?
Did you? I can't say I remember.
What was it, madame?
His camera.
Ah.
Oh, yes. I made a point of taking it with me whenever I made an excursion into any cemetery.
I think I actually tried that last time, I think. Oh, as in quitting the game. I could try that. Maybe it'll come back. Last time I tried. I think yeah, I just saved. Chill out. Because last time I did it without restarting the game, and it didn't actually. And when there's a scene change, it should just come back. Let's see. Like when there's a change that would cue new music, I think the new music just comes in. But let's see. Maybe it'll work. No. I think it's kind of like saved, sort of, maybe it's a bug or something like that, you know?
You took that camera with you, sir. To what end?
So we'll just have to wait until there's a change, and then it'll be fine.
To record the details of the bodies I disinterred.
I could always do another thing. Hold on. How do I can just... If I just What if I just put the Great Ace Attorney theme song? It's probably the wrong one, isn't it? Which one? Oh, not this one. I don't want this one. This is what we want. Is this the right one? Let's do this one. This one makes sense. Can we put it on repeat? Oh, I can't put this on repeat, can I? I don't think this is even the right one. Yeah, whatever. Long name. This one is also, it's kind of loud. Hold on.
But I had no intention of ever visiting a graveyard again after that night, so I sold it.
I see.
But, I'm avoiding talking to Barack. That YMCA strike is gonna come in so hot one. What? YMCA? Can I loop it? How do I loop it? Settings. I don't know how to loop it. I don't know if I'm being stupid. Settings. Anyway, but I still have it, monsieur. It is part of this special exhibit in my House of Horrors. So many issues today, so many tech issues. I'm very meticulous about such details. It is the Tuspel's way.
It would seem then that this is the very camera Mr. Drebber took with him to Lowgate Cemetery on the night in question.
Yes, interesting. The details of the camera have been updated in the court record. Wait, what? Can we first? An extended version. Sure, yes. If there's an extended version, then send that.
Then I gave up on my dream of becoming a scientist.
Oh, this is actually the one we need, right? This is the theme we need. Is this the right? Hold on. Oh. This is the one we want. Can I like hire a few musicians or something? Oh, fuck. Is there a long version of this? 14. This one's 14 minutes. That'll do.
All right, kids. So today,
Just
we're
need to
gonna
skip
talk
the
about
ads.
something way more
Maybe I'll pay for
important
YouTube
than
Premium
price
one day. There we go. We've got it now fixed.
Then I gave up on my dream of becoming a scientist, and it was all because of that newspaper article.
No, I meant to press on that as well.
I wonder if perhaps it's because his circumstances have changed now.
What circumstances?
Well, if he admits to having seen the professor emerging alive from his grave 10 years ago, it will expose a secret in Dr. Scythe's past that she would desperately want to hide.
Yes, of course.
If Drebber and Dr. Scythe are working together now, then if Drebber were to betray her, there would be no reason for her to continue to cooperate. In that case,
There's only one way around it. I'll have to prove he really did see it. Prove he really did see the professor's corpse coming back from the dead as he originally claimed. Okay, yeah, that's what I need to do.
Yes, Mr. Naruhodo, exactly.
Okay, the only thing I didn't press on was the last one. So let's just do that once more.
Hold it!
This article published in the Daily Circus.
Yes. Somebody informed the dean that it was my name that appeared in the article. And carelessly let slip that night after night I was digging up graves. Hardly a model student, you might say. The university's reputation was execrably defiled, and I was expelled as a result. Mon Dieu, I had no idea.
And having been run out of university, you found employment in a somewhat specialist trade.
You combine your knowledge of science with knowledge of stage magic to create various experimental machines intended to demonstrate never-before-seen technology. And you used those deceptive machines to try to trick the government and private investors into giving you money. Oh, Apollo Just Ice! Welcome, welcome to... I think this has been the most chaotic and error-ridden stream I've done so far, hasn't it? Or very close to it. Multiple bugs bugging us. But welcome anyway. I'm in a fine mood. The tech stuff isn't at all rattling me. I'm completely fine. I'm completely fine. Fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Professor Albert Hairbrain was just your latest victim, wasn't he? What's up, Cold Soup 6W6? How's it going? Whatever are you talking about? Yeah, also no sound, exactly. I have no recollection of doing anything of the sort. Okay. Right. So we'll press all through this and we'll figure it out. Okay. Now we just need to know what we actually... What is it? The reason I wasn't logging them at all 10 years ago was for a spot of moonlighting. The situation was based on what I witnessed that night. I never actually saw the professor at all, though. Right, then I gave up on my dream. Okay. Right. What other piece of... So we already used this. I mean, clearly this is connected, right? That Odie Assman made this, and that then he ended up in a contract with him. Is it also relevant that it's number 139? But thinking back now, I realized that I never actually saw the professor at all. What about... Have we... He hasn't, like, taken a picture or something, has he? So she bought the camera from him. I also remember that this was somehow significant. He has that cross here. But I forgot in what context. He's saying, I realized that I never actually saw the professor. A newspaper article recounting the tale of an eyewitness. And I gave up on my dream, and it was all because of that newspaper article. The illustration in the newspaper article was based on what I witnessed that night. You know, odd spot of, so he was doing some moonlighting. He was digging up the graves. So the question is, okay, let's just. Why does he not want to admit that he saw the body? So, okay, let's just go through the events. Likely, for some reason, Scythe didn't declare, he wasn't actually hanged. As in, the professor wasn't actually hanged. Then, what happened? Oh, thank you for the sub, Cold Soup 6W6. I'm going through the events. So, right. So, Professor wasn't killed. Scythe declared him dead, though. He came out of the grave and was then shot by someone. And Drebber said that happened, but that newspaper article ruined his dreams of becoming a scientist. So he plotted to murder Odie Assman later, 10 years later, I suppose. Why he waited so long, I'm not sure. But he thought then the perfect way to do that was through this weird experiment. But he knew that the coroner that would appear is Scythe. So if he used that professor's body as a double or something, he, I guess, would know that Scythe would help him cover it up because she didn't want her secret to be revealed or something like that. But now, how do I prove that he actually did see the body? He says he didn't see the professor. But how do... Thinking back now, I realize that I never actually saw the professor at all, though. Then I gave up on my dream of becoming a scientist, all because of that thing. What I witnessed that night. Let's just... I'm gonna just press on this again. I'm sorry if this is boring, but I'm just really confused. What are you talking about? I think I explained already. Logarithm is that the rear of Berkeley Prison is obviously renowned among our students at the university for being haunted by the ghosts of condemned convicts. For some absurd reason, I was scared of the graveyard at night, and as a result, only too willing to believe that nonsense about the dead coming back to life. But you said you saw it. I said what I'd seen in my mind's eye. After all, resurrection is impossible, isn't it? You'd have to be unhinged to think otherwise. Unless, of course, you have some evidence that proves I encountered the professor that night. Show he really... Oh, so the camera. So we are presenting the camera. That's what we're doing. It is the camera.
Objection!
No, okay, fine. I thought we would maybe we could be like, hey, did you take a picture or something? I know I can ask for help, but I want to figure it out myself, Shadow Guys Star. That's kind of the fun of the game. But if I am completely stuck, I will ask for help. I know there's lots of people in the chat who probably have played this and know. But I think the fun of the game is when you kind of like when you're stuck and you're trying to really think of something, you know, and then you're trying to figure it out. And it's very satisfying when you get it. But if I'm completely stuck, then I may ask for it or for a hint. But that's I will ask for Clippy. Clippy is the code word if I want help. I didn't use Clippy now. I just explained Clippy. That's all. So the camera. Do we have any proof that he? What is this one? Hold on. What does this say? Fostering burgeoning talent for the future of scientific discovery. Seems rather, but clearly Mr. Draper really was a very talented scientist. Can we not open this up or something? That'll become relevant later, maybe. I mean, we've got the camera here. Photograph of the balloon. No, what other stuff do I have? Huh. Oh yeah, the music is still being played on YouTube. Oh, is it at the end of it? Maybe I need to keep playing it. Oh yeah, it's... Let's just do it again. There we go. Back to it. So this has been 15 minutes and I still don't know. I never actually saw the professor. Soon afterwards, I was visited by a young woman who sculpted a model of me from wax. Is it to do with this? Soon afterwards, I was visited by a young woman, a model of me from wax. Contract. And the music doesn't change. Yeah, I won't know, won't I? Won't I? Okay. I literally have no clue. Then I gave up on my dream becoming it was all because... Alright, I'm gonna ask... I can ask for a hint of which one do I need to press on? Or which one... I'll ask for Clippy, which statement do I need to present on? Is this the right statement or is it a different one? Am I on the right track? Would it be this statement? I realize that I never actually saw the professor at all, though. Or would it be a different one? I'm just not sure. It was based on what I witnessed that night. The reason I was... So he was moonlighting. Hold it! strange happening in Lowgate Cemetery, which you now deny. Not entirely. I ran to fetch it at that time, you know. I was shaking like a leaf. But they didn't believe a word of it. In fact, I was very nearly arrested myself. So you went to the papers instead. I started big, okay. In the end, though, it was reporters from the gossip rags, the gutter press, that came to get my story. And spread like they're gonna lift up the tail. Been this stuck in a while. I think last time I kind of seemed a little bit thinking about it. I realized I never actually saw the professor at all. So it seemed obvious that this... We've got... This has nothing to do with it, does it? It feels like... Okay. So we got the crossbow. Piece of green cloth. This is all from now. The author that was the victim. That's Mr. Assman. Screwdriver. This is all unrelated, isn't it? Does he have something here that's... Is this? It's all related to the professor? I mean, so it wasn't the camera though. Okay, there's blood there. I mean, we did see the blood here, but we just presented the camera, so it can't be the camera. I never actually saw the professor at all. So would the waxwork head be proof? But that doesn't have anything to do with him, does it? Was tried. I don't get it at all. So this is not it. Is it just the head?
Objection!
No. This is not it. This is not it. You gotta go for some co-op time, Noodle. No worries, no worries. You've got it. Have a good co-op. I just have no clue here. I just have no clue. You say you didn't see the professor, but it's not the camera. It's not the head. Is it the... Okay, now my battery is actually down on 10%, 9%. Ah, that's enough to still do a little bit. I just need to figure this out, I think. Okay, this is my last goal for today then. I mean, would it just be the newspaper? I mean, he has the camera here, but none of this is proof, is it? Maybe this is proof, the contract? It can't just be the newspaper again. That doesn't make any sense. Let me just save. I like, this is really annoying. I'm just having to like guess, but I mean, like, I feel like the whole thing of it being Odie Ass Man has something to do with it. But it can't be the newspaper. That'd be crazy. Then maybe it's the contract. Yeah, it's wrong. It's also wrong. Now I'm literally just guessing. It's not jarring. I'm gonna just die. Is it the autopsy report? Student condemned prisoner. Death by hanging confirmed at midnight. Is this proof? I have literally no clue. Is this proof of it somehow? This is a picture. What is this? A photographic print of the engineer. It's hard to make out, but he appears to be wearing a monocle with black glass. Monocle with black glass. Is that somehow proof? What is he wearing now? He still has a monocle with black glass. I did just save, so it is okay. But I literally at this point I'm just guessing. Could it be that I don't know if it's the autopsy report? I mean, otherwise it can't just be the newspaper, can it? Is it just the newspaper? Are you serious? Sorry, Mr. Drebber, but I don't believe that. Are you for real? That is stupid, though. I've presented the newspaper like 3 times now. Don't believe what? I don't really like that. Okay, hold on. Now we've got double music going on. Hold on. That's weird. You did okay? But why are we presenting the newspaper on it? Like, that's just stupid. You did see the professor that night 10 years ago. Oh dear. We seem to be at odds. But I was there, and you were not. I know what I didn't see. So weird. The illustration with this article was drawn based upon what you told the journalist that you witnessed. I mean, that's like a figure emerging from a tomb wearing an iron mask. It just felt like that was too obvious. Maybe I should just go for the obvious then next time. I don't know.
Yes, when the killer was tried 10 years ago, it was decided in the closed court's ruling that the man would wear the mask to hide his identity. It wasn't to be removed even during his execution and subsequent burial.
Not even the prison wardens were to see the man's face, but obviously the provision of this mask was not public knowledge.
Sir, Mr. Drebber, as you've just heard.
A lowly student of the University of London certainly wouldn't have known about the condemned man's mask. So, unless you actually seen the professor that night, it's inconceivable that the artist would have included the mask in that illustration. All right, fair enough. Fair enough.
Order. Well, Mr. Drebber.
Okay, my laptop battery is actually close to death now. I'm gonna plug it in, and if it goes crazy again, then we know it does have to do something with that.
It's a vile scene, isn't it, if you look closely? And as I've already been at pains to point out, I was utterly petrified. Which is why I had it in my head that I'd seen such a blood-curdling sight. But afterwards, I came to my senses, and I realized that I'd been mistaken. You're still saying you didn't see it?
If you're stubbornly sticking to that story, witness, then amend your testimony to explain exactly how you think your eyes deceived you.
Of course. Only too happy to oblige. I can't believe he's still not going to concede the point. What I, in fact, witnessed was a fellow grave robber at work.
Okay. Hold it! You can press on that. Fellow grave robber. What are you talking about?
Well, I wasn't the only one busy in the cemetery that night, you know. Other body snatchers were at work. Of course, when I saw one emerging from the hole he dug, my heart very nearly stopped. So that's the terrifying sight I actually saw, you see?
Omega 900 Vanilla, this is the first time watching one of my streams. Oh, thank you so much. I'm so glad you've made it. And I'm so sorry today has been so plagued with oh wait, if you're just tuning in, today's stream has not been plagued with technical difficulties. Everything has been completely fine.
You're claiming it was just another student on equally insalubrious business as yourself.
Many of the medical students would wear metal masks to protect them from bacteria during dissections.
This is a pretty epic case, isn't it? I think there's a lot of twists and turns happening here.
Clearly, the fellow was using such a mask to protect his anonymity, wouldn't you say?
But there's more to this story, isn't there? The article goes on to say, in the next second, a gunshot rang out suddenly from behind. The bullet pierced the resurrected man's chest, whose breath then stilled once more.
We might assume that the sexton discovered the miscreants at work, perhaps, and fired upon one of them.
If a gravedigger had shot someone in the cemetery, I think it might have been rather big news, my lord. So maybe it is the charger, eh? Maybe I need to be sure. I think that once hot. I think once it's hot, it's struggling. I've just plugged it again. Is it good again now? I think it's better now, right? I think the laptop gets hot from plugging it in. It's fine, I think, if it's plugged in from the start, but if I forget to plug it in, then it's a problem, I think. I think that's the issue. So maybe I'll just finish this speech. Can you hear me at all?
Strange.
Can you hear me at all now? It looks like it's fine on my OBS, but very soon I think my laptop's gonna die, so maybe I'll just leave it here and we can Otherwise, I'm just gonna do all this stuff and it's not even gonna be on the. It's not even gonna be on the. On the VOD. I'm just gonna leave it here, maybe. Can you all hear me at all? It is good. Sometimes device deactivate features to prevent overheating. Yeah, I think basically because I've got a MacBook Air that doesn't have a fan, so when it gets hot, it just goes a little crazy. The thing is, it's okay now, but I literally have like 6% of battery left on my laptop, and I cannot plug it in because then it goes wild. So I think I'm gonna just leave it there today, and I'm just gonna continue next time, because the computer will just die, and then the stream is gonna be gone anyway. So as annoying as it is, it's not a great place to stop. And I'm also sorry. Was it Simping or Kimping who just came in? I'm so sorry. It's your first time chat, and but unfortunately today has been a little bit of a plagued stream with technical difficulties. So I think I'm gonna just have to leave it here. Because I can still like, what am I doing? Huh? What's happening? Have I moved this weirdly? Ta-ta! It's all your fault. Your fault. What are you doing? It's because of you. It's because of you. You're at fault for this going wrong. But yes. So I need to make sure I'll plug in my laptop. Anyway, despite the technical difficulties, I just still had fun. I hope you did too. And I wish you all a lovely rest of your Sunday. And thank you for the cheers AIM listens to, and thank you everyone for the patience. And thank you to my Tsums who were only just half in here, but they're saying goodbye as well. And I wish you all a